Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for joining us. On today's show, we are pleased to welcome back dealer Andy Wright, managing partner of Vanart Dealerships. But first, here's a look at today's top automotive industry stories.
On February 29th, Rivian revealed plans to integrate Tesla Supercharger locations into its in-car route planner, starting in March, with subsequent shipments of adapters to its owners. This integration grants Rivian vehicle owners access to over 15,000 superchargers across North America. The adoption of the North American Charging Standard connector is on the horizon for nearly all major automotive brands except for Mitsubishi, which currently has no EV offerings in the US. Tesla's website reveals that the EV giant is increasing the price of select Model Y vehicles in the US by $1,000. Addressing this, CEO Elon Musk clarified a fundamental manufacturing dilemma last month on X in light of Tesla's upcoming March price adjustments, stating, quote, "Factories require steady production to maintain efficiency, whereas consumer demand fluctuates seasonally," end quote. This insight is particularly relevant as U.S. consumers progressively opt for hybrid vehicles over EVs, aiming to dodge the escalating ownership expenses and gradually eliminate federal tax incentives for certain EVs. Fisker plans to cut 15% of its workforce amid financial concerns, with cash reserves unlikely to last the next 12 months as it shifts from a direct sales to a dealership model. This strategic transition aims to boost sales, which have been negatively impacted so far. Additionally, Fisker is addressing technical issues with its Ocean SUV through recent software updates to improve customer experience and vehicle performance. Multiple incidents at GM's Factory Zero in Detroit have raised concerns and resulted in the automaker halting production on some EV models. According to the Detroit Free Press, GM has confirmed 8 fire department calls since last summer. However, not all of these calls were related to fires. Some were for medical emergencies and other incidences. As a result, GM is collaborating with the city to improve its safety plan and is considering investing in new safety equipment.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, we have dealer Andy Wright. He's here to share his perspective on third-party vehicle listing websites.
CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV.
You are the man right now that everybody wants to talk to about this big Hyundai announcement and this partnership, and I know that you've come a long way on this. So bring us up to speed. Where does this stand today?
Well, thanks, Jim. It's first and foremost always good to be with you and the team at CBT News. Really appreciate what you do for our industry, and it's just a tremendously valuable service. So thank you, it's always good to be on the show. So we've come a long way since the announcement at the LA Auto Show back in November. That was sort of the opening salvo, if you will, in this whole process. And Hyundai obviously made the announcement that not only were they going to be adopting Amazon Web Services for all of their cloud-based technologies at their corporate level across the whole company, but also that Alexa was going to be the sort of the voice, if you will, for the Hyundai in-car infotainment systems. So that was also a very big announcement that's going to have profound impacts for the brand and for the products going forward. But obviously, the announcement that dealers were most interested in was this newly defined relationship, if you will, between the Amazon brand and the Hyundai brand, specifically as it relates to how dealers will have an opportunity to sell cars through the Amazon platform. So historically, dating back to, I think it was 2019, Hyundai launched a partnership with Amazon to list inventory on the platform, on the marketplace, which basically served as a traditional sort of SRP, VDP type setup where customers would be able to find inventory and then be referred to the selling dealer and go from there. Fast forward to November, and the announcement was made that Hyundai was keen on taking it to the next level with Amazon, so that customers could actually transact on the platform and on the marketplace. But it would be dealers that would be fulfilling the orders. It would be dealers that would be processing the transactions, and it would be dealers that would be setting the prices.
Okay.
So this was always an Amazon and Hyundai dealer relationship and arrangement.
Okay.
It was not in any way, shape, or form a direct sales model or an agency model or any of the things that were originally construed based on the announcement that was made. So as I like to tell people, our friends in legacy media at places like the Wall Street Journal and whatnot didn't really do us any favors by misreporting the fact, by misreporting in their headlines that Hyundai intends to sell cars to customers via Amazon. It should have read Hyundai dealers will be selling cars to customers via the Amazon platform. So anyway, fast forward again to present day here in February. So there are a grand total of 18 pilot dealers that have been identified. Those 18 pilot dealers reside in locales where Amazon has substantial business operations, whether it be through corporate offices, fulfillment centers, things like that. So the program is really only open to Amazon employees right now because they're using it as an opportunity to test out the systems, make sure that everything is functioning properly, and that they're building out a process that is both robust, comprehensive, and efficient.
And be sure to watch this full interview right here at cbtnews.com. Well, that does wrap our show for today, but we do invite you right back here tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com. Stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry by following us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And now you can find CBT News in over 70 million broadcasting households on Roku, Apple TV, Android, and iOS devices. Simply search CBT News in the App Store on your smart device to watch our programming wherever, whenever. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for watching. You have a good one.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.